So let's go to Guatavita, get our shell, and also, okay, let's get this fight. We need this fight.
Hello everybody, this is Santiago Zapata. Today we are doing a streaming for NovaMundi, the Spear of Chaken. So this is a change. Normally for the last week we have been doing a streaming for Emerald Woods, but today, since we did a new release of this game after 6 months stop or pause, I figure it would make sense to let everybody know about the new version of the game, and more importantly the fact that we are back on development, that we are intending to continue developing this and up to the end. We are on early access. We have been on early access for some time now, but the idea is to do the full release pretty soon so you can start playing with the game completely. It's worth noting that the game is currently completely playable. If there may be some rough edges and some stuff that we're still improving and adding content, but you can already play the game completely, and it's a challenging game, but you should be able to have a good experience there and already learn a little bit about the Muisca culture, this indigenous Colombian culture, but more importantly, have a fun time exploring the area and trying to survive and trying to complete all the quests that you will find around. So yeah, today Stolberg will also be playing this game. This is going to be more of an exploratory gameplay. We are not going to focus on anything in particular, but rather just trying to, I don't know, maybe progress in the main quest of the game and explore around and see what we find.
So I will be your host yet again today. We had a huge new release with many changes, including the first batch of mini quests. I will show those around and some highlights of the update. However, I'm not going to focus on that. I don't want to make too many spoilers. So you can go and explore the game for yourselves. So we are going to start a new game. The game is not free, unlike Emerald Woods. However, it's very fairly priced, especially because it's an indie game. So please check it out. It's on Steam right now in early access. We are going to start with known lands because I'm extremely lazy. So this is a system we have been designing so players can tailor their own experience. This is not new for this update, but we will be expanding this. Well, implementing because everything is already designed, as you see. Okay, the idea is for you, the player, to tailor your experience and modify the difficulty whenever you start a new game, or just give it a twist so it's always fresh. NovaMundi is an exploration based game with many roguelike elements, just like we do at Slashware.
The context of the game is you are leading a group of indigenous people in the 15th century, is it right? I think so. And these people lives in the highlands of the Andes, in the central Andes, well, and the lands around, not just the highlands, where there used to be a confederation or a group of indigenous people living there called the Muisca. This was before the Spanish conquest. And what we're doing here in the game is, well, the context is that this group was trading with the cultures located more to the north, and they discovered the Spanish and then decided to head back and alert the others about the upcoming invasion. And the idea in the game is to create or forge a kind of alliance between the different towns, which were kind of semi-independent based on the research that we have done. Just have a better standing against the Spanish or the European invasions in general. Now we are generating a new game world because every time you play it's entirely new.
Okay, awesome. So our first objective is to talk to Aguaken. chieftain of Garagoa, and tell him what we saw in the cutscene. And luckily for us, here it is. I'm going to skip the tips because I'm a pro. So I don't need that much help. Let's enter Garagoa. And these are the people living here. Okay. They all have different professions, occupations, more like, and dialogue options. Let's click on Chiquigaita. Yeah. You can just hover over here to check what words in Muscovun, which is the language they talk actually, mean. For now, I just want to show you this because this is a revamped dialogue system. Before we had 6 dialogue options max. That means that after 6 dialogue options were unlocked, any new dialogue option would be just you would be unable to see new dialogue options. This is no longer true. Also, the artwork for the portraits is bigger, so you can check it out. Let's then focus on Aguaken. Oh no! Before we talk to Aguaken, let me show you. This update focused on mini quests for the merchants or traders, usually using this little help dialog options. And as you can see, he already has a different greeting because he needs help. But we are not going to help him. We have much bigger issues. So let's talk to Aguaken. The Pihitqua calmly inspects the crowd on Ipta, the market day. As he notices your tired group, his face turns into concern. He addresses you asking, "What happened, my friend? Do you bear bad news?" So let's tell him about the invaders. And of course, he thinks the most important thing we have to do is to tell the high priest of Swamox immediately. But where is Swamox? Swamox is to the north, near the lands of the caciques of Tundama and Tivasosa. You should organize an expedition and bring enough supplies for a trip of about 2 days. These are my trusted people. Share your experiences with them and convince them to follow you and be part of your expedition. You will also need plenty of supplies or food, whiskey, and other items for your journey, meaning medicine. You will find warriors and explorers ready to join your party, but you will have to spend your experiences points, which you will earn by facing enemies in combat or by making discoveries through this immense territory. So, as I said, the game is exploration focused, not combat focused. Actually, combat is our weakest point, however, we are improving it. But here you'll find condors, you'll find um, quinoa, you'll find a bunch of different animals native to the Andes, and many other discoveries. For now, let's ask him for food. So, we need haba or corn for today's trip, and he's giving us 10 tejuelos of gold, which are basically, and I feel someone is going to hang me for this, but basically they are coins. Okay. Now that we have food, I would like for other people to join us. So we have explorers, which are needed so we can find our way through the highlands. We have archers, which will deal damage at a distance, guardians who have high HP, and Guechas who, while not having such a high HP, they do have more attack, less defense. So I want to focus on archer fire. I think I'll recruit one archer. I cannot go overboard because we only have 4,000 experiences points right now. Let's see. I think instead of focusing on Guecha, I want to focus on the archers who have the same attack but less defense. So instead of having Guechas who are worth 1,200 experiences points, I can instead get some guardians who have more HP and let the archers deal all the damage. So I think another guardian, and maybe just one extra explorer in case the one I have here dies. Okay, that's enough. Let's save those remaining 800 points for later. And let's say goodbye. I think that's enough. Let's now go to Munkira, and we are not going to help, at least not right now. So instead, let's trade and get some corn, some maize. So I'm going to offer one tejuelo and ask for what's worth. So using shift plus click, I can get the max amount for what they think my tejuelo is worth. However, I would like to also maybe buy another bandage. So I'm going to remove this. Let's set this. Shift. Okay, awesome. Let's trade that. And let's close. I have 3 food days, meaning food for about 3 days, which is enough. Now, as you can see, our party has grown. Now, since we already know the location of every city, thanks to the perk I selected, we know that Swamux is to the north. Now, what will we find while we walk to Swamux? We cannot know. We may have to take a very weird route. Maybe there are mountains here on or an impossible jungle. So instead of wandering, let's start walking. And because I'm very impatient and I want to show you more of the game, I'm going to press shift. Also, this is a great place to show you the new sound effects. So I'm going to make music a little quieter and let you listen to the new audio Quiet Gecko configured and made for us. Because we currently are at the Paramos. Listen to the wind. Hmm. So I'm being told that the audio isn't being streamed with enough volume. So let me check what's going on, please. Give me a sec. Let's see. Hmm. Well, it should be streaming with enough. audio. Sadly, I'm not using OBS right now, so I cannot just boost the audio. Hmm. I can, however, make the music even quieter. How's that? Okay. I'll guess you'll have to download the game to listen to it. Here we have a small lagoon, and it seems we'll have to cross it, which is going to be an issue. And here is a little, what's that, a village? It's not in the map, it's not a town, so let's see what happens. So, of course, it's going to take us a while because crossing a river without a boat, without any kind of raft, is very hard. Oh, okay. It's Pitamake's hut. Well, let's tell him about our plight. Awesome. What is he offering? Okay, awesome. He's giving us a free Guecha and a free Guardian. And 24 fish. Also, wait, what? Oh, of course, I took all. He was also offering us three Macau feathers and 2 units of cotton, which we will be able to trade for other things like food and supplies. Oh, which reminds me, I haven't equipped my golden puma tunjo. Since my strategy right now is to use the archers for my damage, let's equip it on an archer. Let's give it to Guayamboyo and let's continue our trip. Another river. Well, since we have to cross, let's cross here so we can take a look at those beautiful butterflies while we cross. And I think I made a very bad choice. Yeah, because I'll have to make another crossing. But we are very near. We could traverse that forest, but that's also a very bad idea. We could get lost easily. Let's go around the jungle. The smallest paramo ever. Oh no. Okay, I really do not want to fight. Not yet. I don't think we'll have a choice. Maybe we'll. No, no, stop. Oh, awesome. They'll be there, but we'll be able to recruit more people. Nopanim, the great Chikui of the Swamox chiefdom, looks up and observes you closely. Finally, after an eternity, he says, Chua mi vincine. Are you all right? Welcome. I welcome you to the great fortress of Swamox and the great temple of the sun. Let's tell him about the invaders. We'll tell him what we saw in our journey, and he retreats in silence to a room inside the temple, and returns after some time, observably shaken. The gods have given me a vision. Oh, I hate when they do that. I saw that the great threat of the Sue, their intrigues, weapons, and diseases will soon befall us. Using the divisions that exist among the Muisca and the ambitions of each chieftain, they will take it upon themselves to turn us against each other as they seize our wealth. So this is where the game just takes a little diversion from history. Historically, the Spanish people managed to pull the conquest of the highlands of Colombia because the Muiscas were divided and many other peoples were discontent with the Muisca, like the Panches, and well, many different tribes made many different alliances. Some Panches joined the Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. Some other Muisca joined the Spanish to fight the Panches because the Muisca and the Panches had been having conflicts for a long while. Some other Muiscas joined the Spanish to fight other Muiscas. Some Muiscas thought they could make it out by themselves, and well, many different reasons. However, we will take upon ourselves to make sure every single city, every single tribe, every single chiefdom joins an alliance to protect ourselves from the invaders. So, just so these visions don't come to pass, let's talk to Nopanim a little more. So they are strange men, and to tell the truth, we do not know well what we are facing. So be very clever and do not hesitate to learn everything you can about them, to defeat them or buy time while you fulfill your mission. Our only option is to unite all Muisca, caciques, and captains to put up resistance before it's too late. They must see that we are a strong and united nation. Because the Spanish actually were few, very few. So let's do just that. I entrust you with the mission of summoning all the people and authorities of this great territory. Please take with you these warriors and explorers from my region. You will need them on this tough mission. Let's take them. An archer, an explorer, and a guecha. Also, a lot of puma meat, spectacled bear meat, coca leaves, which are very important, 4 units of corn, and 3 fishes. He's also going to give us 6 tejuelos. Let's take everything. Let's talk about the summon. Okay, maybe we now can have that battle, but first, let's talk about the summoning. Travel to all the chiefdoms until the Tiva and Pihipqua that the Jaguar vessel have been filled with blood. Hopefully, they will understand and enjoy the alliance. Not all the Muisca authorities will easily join you, since in these lands there have been alliances and enmities between many lords for generations. Our territory is extensive and very diverse. It is woven between mountains, paramos, savannas, valleys, arid zones, and more. To find the leaders of each chiefdom, you will have to ask for directions in the markets and also to the people who live near the savannas and on the fortress. Okay, it's oh sorry, I already did this, so let's say bye. May Bosica, Sutiva, Chichembachun, and our other deities and shrines protect you on your mission. Now we do want to buy some things. Mm, this is the only place where we can find respectable bear hides. So let's take a couple because we may sell them somewhere else where they cannot get them for a good price. Hmm. As you can see, some icons here are telling us how valuable they think an object is. For example, They think that meat, maize, bandages, and everything else is a little less valuable than on other towns. However, they think that tejuelos are very valuable. So let's offer some tejuelos, enough tejuelos. And let's see, how about some bandages? Some coca leaves. Mm, okay, awesome. Can we get another bandage? Yes, we can. Can we get more coca leaves? No. And a little bit of mace. Awesome. I think we cannot make this deal better for us. So let's trade and leave. So it's time for battle. Let's see how it goes. So let's focus fire on this guy. And they are not following my orders. Well, whatever. This still should work. Okay, you've had enough, and you too. Allow me to select you. No, awesome. They are already leveling. We won without losing anyone. Let's take all that food and let's start treating our wounds. I think it's enough. Let's use this on you, this on you, but also a bandage. And I think that's okay. Let's use a coca here too, and that's enough. Since we had a battle. We are a little bit disoriented, so let's orient ourselves again. Now, where should we go first? I don't want to cross that river again. I'll try to go to Guatavita. Seems pretty straightforward. Oh no. Oh no. Tecate, Siguia, and Nongora. Let's see. Oh, but we found an opossum. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, they didn't get hit that hard. Let's continue our trip then. I'm using shift so they walk faster. Well, time goes faster. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What did I find? A jaguar. Oh, so beautiful. And luckily for us, it wasn't aggressive. I think we can push it. It's harder to see where we are going during the night. but I'll take my risks. As you know, I usually do when playing Emerald Woods. Sue me! Okay, seems there's a very small delta. We already reached the edge. Okay, so let's swim. Yeah, it's too late already. Let's make camp and let's wait for, I don't know, 9 hours. Yeah, it seems right. We are already at Guatavita. Awesome. So let's talk to Suava, the cacique of Guatavita. You find out that he is ill in his rooms and refuses to receive you. Minutes later, a large man comes to you with an intimidating scar from one side of his face to the other. I am Suava, younger brother and captain of my lord, who is now ill. What do you want from him? Well, there are some invaders. Right now it's a bad time to break this news to the Psihipqua. Days ago, while visiting the lands of Mambita, he contracted chigu, malaria, and now he is in his hut amidst fevers and chills. For now, it falls to me to be in charge of the situation. Okay, what's Mambita? It is a temperate land very close to the dominions of the Teguas. My older brother and other former Psihipqua have long sought to expand their dominions over the forest regions between the rivers Guavio and the Upia. A very good trade route could be established there. Well, for now, we need to unite. We are in a difficult situation because we have had clashes with some Tiva from Bogota. But I will agree to help you if you can bring me 40 loads of quinin. 40! To heal my older brother. It's up to you to save the Psihiqua and to get our help for your mission. Well, we can get them, just not right now. And we can find it, but it's easier to trade for it. Much easier. Well, at least we got new experiences, so I'll get your archers. Thank you very much. And we have an elite Gwecha. But this is a level 2 Gwecha, right? So it's not a good point of comparison. Well, it's not like we have more experiences. So that's enough. Thank you very much. And let's see what we can trade here. Okay. So, not a good place to trade, seems. If we had got golden artifacts, it would be a great place, but we don't. So, for now, let's say goodbye and let's go south to Wake. Let's see if they will agree to join us a little easier. And it seems we will find Coca. Okay, we found Coca. It seems we found also a raiding party. Let's see if we actually find them. Oh, okay, awesome. More recruits. She's a guide. Okay, what kind of animals? I don't know of any animals. Oh, well, you are very bad at your job because it's impossible there are no animals. Hmm. Okay, we'll take your contribution. Aguecha. Okay, what do you have to trade? Nothing interesting. Okay, thank you. Bye. I'm going to Ubaki. Let's compress time. Surround this mountain. We've lost. Okay. We found another coca. Okay, let me report that book. I think it has never been reported. This is the first time I actually found it, which is very weird. Okay, so I don't know if every plant for now just so coca these ovaries can be made several times.
So while Esteban writes that bug report, I just wanted to point out that for technical issues, we are not sharing the audio from the game, including the awesome um, ambience and the music. We will fix that for Friday, but just pointing out that it's amazing. So uh, make sure to, if you can get the game, you will see what I mean. And in any case, we're going to fix that for Friday.
The game is worth it even if it's only for the audio, and I'm not joking. I've found myself using the ambience sounds to relax while I work on other things. So it's really worth checking it out. Okay, so I'm very interested in trading right now. What do you have? Come on. Oh, that's the life of a trader, it seems. Oh, okay. We found someone who values quinine, well, who doesn't, sorry, values quinine. Awesome. Let's see what 50 quinine is worth for you. Okay, that hurts. I love for you, my cow feathers. Cotton, respectable bird, bird hides, no, coca. Well, damn it, damn it. Ah, what we do for the cause. At least I'll get it. No! Oh, this hurts so much. Take your faulty valuables. Yeah, I promise you a good deal, right? Okay, Junsika. As you walk near a Kismoi dedicated to protecting the mummies of the deceased Psihiqua, you meet the Psihic. Oh my god, I cannot. I cannot do it. Of Uvaki. The cacique of Uvaki, who dressed in a black boy, is surrounded by his chiqui after performing a ceremony. Greet him. Welcome! You and your men look very exhausted and worried. What's wrong? Well, there are invaders from beyond the sea. I hope those whoever prepares to face the men of this vast valley. No one is a match for our forces, not even the Pichigua and Tiva of the Great Bogota. Well, then let's unite. Count on me and the Subqua of my people. Although in exchange for our help, I want you to bring me a conch shell and 8 feathers. And we just got rid of the feathers. Awesome. Okay, we need 8 feathers to for them to sanctuary and in his favor. It depends on this that we emerge victorious against these strange people. Ah, of course. So one shell, which we can find at Guatavita, we know that, and 8 feathers. Well, that's going to be a tall order. The cold lands of Maqueta and Guatavita, but also towards the timbered lands where the Guayupes live. This valley is divided by the great river that we call Absa. The Chunso and Chunso are alive, so we must offer them offerings when it comes to obtaining their grace, asking for the sick or finding out of the future, among other things of great importance. Between us and the spirit, be careful with this knowledge that I haven't trusted you. Greater River Absa divides. Okay, I told you I wasn't going to spoil so much, and yet here I am spoiling. So, okay, bye bye, close. Mm, what to do? What to do? Well, first we could go back to Guatavita. Oh, no, 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 no. I need to recover these Macau feathers. What do you want in exchange for that? Okay, I cannot part with so much food. You can part away from that maze. Oosh. Well, okay. How about you give me some maze? No. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. No. Yes. Let's not be greedy. Okay. Trade and close. Okay. We got our feathers back. So let's go to Guatavita, get our shell, and also, okay, let's get this fight. We need this fight. Okay, no one is dying, no one is dying. Everything's great. Okay, this guy should live. Live. Awesome. Okay, food, but nothing valuable. Okay, let's try and cure you, cure you, cure you, and that's. Oh my god, cure you. For now, that's enough. Oh my god, again. Always forget that we can get disoriented, that we do get disoriented after a battle. I can actually traverse the jungle, and we may find some things in the jungle, but in my opinion, at least for now, the risk is too great. So instead, let's go just straight back to Guatavita. Let's ignore that for a second.
And I don't
Let's
think
talk.
maybe if Stolber has mentioned that already, but the risk is too big because as time passes, it gets more dangerous.
Oh yes, we actually will start losing access to some huts and other things because as time passes, the Spanish invaders will start to appear and well to burn down people's homes. Okay, let's talk about uniting again. Awesome. Our brother will continue to lead our people toward a united Muisca country. Take some men and supplies with you. I will. Thank you very much. Awesome, an archer. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Ooh, a gold ore and more Macau feather. Actually, all the Macau feathers we needed. Oh, sorry, I was giving them to him. Okay. Awesome. That means we can after talking to Sumechiguja, so we can get one single snail conch. We are done. Give me more. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. And bye. Okay, let's go back to Ubaki. Oh no, let's don't. Let's not. So I should. Yeah. Ah, but you don't have any archers. Okay, bye. I don't care about the others. I only care about archers. Push while getting paying close attention to my fatigue. Ah, well, I didn't pay so much attention, did I? Damn it. That means I didn't use the camp, so oh well, whatever. What? What else am I missing? Did I count? Didn't I count? Ah, we are still missing three Macau feathers. Okay, then how about give me more archers? Thank you very much. Okay, so it's going to be a long trip, but let's go to Duitama. Oh, here's something interesting. And I think we found our first, yeah, our first Spaniards, which are extremely strong. We will lose several members of our party, but I don't think we have any options. Oof. Oh, we're falling like flies.
Yeah, probably. I mean, one of the few things that you can do is try to concentrate the fire in one of the.
Yeah, but they are not. They don't follow that order. Look, see.
They do most of the times. I know there's a bug that sometimes they don't, But they should, like most of the time they should follow the order.
I mean, we've got more days of food. That's a silver lining. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh well, let's not keep going. Let's use this and also this on you and this on you and this on you and this on you. Awesome. We haven't lost Guayamboyo. Oh no. Oh, I told dear. So who is willing to join and well and explore her? That's kind of good. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, so let's see if we can make a turn here. Let's see how big. Oh, this is a big lagoon. Yes, I know. I will. Let's make camp. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay away from me. Okay, we will try to lose them in this jungle. Ah, yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's focus fire on this. No! It's hard sometimes to. Okay, that's it. No, I think we lost. Yep. Yep. Well, just in time, because that's all the time we have for today. So this was NovaMundi. We have strong roguelike elements, including the difficulty, as you can see. You can grab the game right now on Steam. We develop NovaMundi constantly, even if the updates are not as regular as some people may want. But we post everything on our Discord. You can check our Discord and you'll see NovaMundi Dev, where you can see our open development process where we talk about everything, and the bot Supanake always posts every commit we make to our repo for the game. So you can see a very transparent development process. Everything is open for you, the community, to check out. So please do join us. Remember, you can follow us basically everywhere. Okay, we are streaming using StreamYard right now, so I have no idea where you are checking us out, but you can follow us where you are watching us. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Mastodon, everywhere, basically. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please remember to subscribe and click the bell icon and, of course, the like button so you can always know when we are uploading new content. We upload every single stream to YouTube in case you miss it. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on Friday when we will stream more NovaMundi, the Spear of Chakan. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.